So I've seen this image a number of times and I can't get it out of my head. Unfortunately, I wish I could. And I want to try and ask a question if this scene is deliberately sexist. Because, as you can see, you've got the two men, and they're both, obviously the directors have told them to kind of like push to one side and to stare at Captain Marvel in shock and amazement of what's happening. And again, these characters here, or these extras, they're all male. There's 6 men all looking at this one woman. It seems to be this huge amount of virtue signalling. Again, I'm going to try and ask a question. I want you to leave your comments below, because it seems to me that this is done deliberately. It's done deliberately to say, right, men, step aside, here's the woman. And I struggle to understand why they would do that if they did it deliberately. If they didn't do it deliberately, surely the casting directors and the people that chose the extras would look for an equal balance. They would say, right, okay, right, we want 4 men, 2 women, or 3 men, 3 women. Some sort of equal number between the men and women. But here they haven't. It's just 6 men. And that really struggle to understand it, because this movie, we're told, is based on feminism. Now, feminism is based on equality between men and women. So this scene, this image, which was released before the movie came out, it doesn't show a sort of equality. It shows kind of like the opposite. It shows this woman dominating the scene and taking control over one particular gender, which just happens to be the opposite gender. So I want to ask the question, do you think this scene is done deliberately? Because that's what it appears like. I don't want to try and give the answer. I'm more interested in what your thoughts are. But it just seems very deliberate. It's not, I can't see how this was done by accident. They must have known that they'd chosen 6 men to be in the forefront of this scene and how it would appear. And especially as you get to the start of the movie, it's all about when she was a young child, she was told that she couldn't do the things that she wanted to because she was a woman. And now that she's sort of come back and become the woman she always wanted to be, she's now going to prove men wrong. And this is like an image of her proving men wrong. And I don't really believe that's what they should be doing with characters in any movie. It's not what feminism is about, or good storytelling. It just seems to be a bizarre revenge story. And young girls aren't generally told that. Young girls aren't told they can't do something because they're a woman, no more than what certain boys are. If you have boys who live in poverty, they're kind of like told by society that they're going to live in poverty the rest of their lives. That's it's no different for anybody else. And you also have that with different races. So this seems to be some sort of bizarre virtue signalling and looking to be a victim all the time instead of just focusing on what they can achieve. So let me know what you think in the comments below. But I really struggle with this image. And if they've done it deliberately, if they deliberately chose 6 male actors to be in the forefront of this image, and I think that's really appalling. And it's something they shouldn't do. They should just make the story, tell a story about a female movie character, like they did with Wonder Woman. And why Wonder Woman is such a loved movie, because it doesn't have this sort of virtue signaling and this what appears to be deliberate separation of men and women that kind of gets in the way of the story. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think this was just an accident or was done deliberately, let me know what you think in the comments below.